thing in the world. I've worked for McGraw Hill for 10 years now, and showcasing and showing off AP honors electives resources is just fills me with such great joy. To me, it's about making your life easier and making your kids really, really smart with some great resources. So we'll jump in here. Um, let's go. So I got announced. I have a better picture now, Sharice, but I did get a promotion. They gave me the word senior. I just say it just means my beard is grayer, and maybe they're telling me I'm old. But I'm glad and honored and proud to work at McGraw Hill and share and showcase these great resources. I always point out the name of the app that our resources work with. It's the McGraw Hill K-12 portal app. It works on iOS, Android, Google Play, like whatever kind of free store. And you can download the book and activities and projects and all of that. So if you're writing down, the app name is McGraw Hill K-12 portal app. I'm just going to put up these three quick reminders. Please be nice to yourself at this time of year. It's very busy. We're very stressed out. Our backs hurt, our feet hurt, our throat hurts because we've been talking so much. So please be nice to yourself. Then I always say give your kids and yourself some digital grace. So y'all, we know digital doesn't always work perfectly. The assignments don't do exactly what we thought they would do. And we just take a breath and we redo it and it's okay. And so I always say to give yourselves and your kids some digital grace. And then finally, today is about you. So I want you to dig in and ask questions and be curious. And so if there's something you need help or support on, make sure you chat that or put that in the question and answer box. So I just put it up really quick because we just have a quick hour together. This is the whole kind of training agenda. We're going to do a big flyover from like a 35,000-foot level. We're going to talk about some classroom management pieces, full AP correlations, Google Classroom, if that's a thing for you, and then an ebook exploration. Then we're going to go deeper, my friends. We're going to go deeper and we're going to go inside of a single chapter together because all chapters look, feel, act, function, and operate exactly the same. So teachers, once you understand a single chapter, you will understand all chapters. So that's a plus. Then the next thing I want to speak about is SmartBook. So teachers, SmartBook is a thing that McGraw Hill has that nobody else has. It's a game changer, it's a score changer, it's a grade changer, it's an engagement changer. It is a huge deal. It's an assignable version of the ebook where kids are going to be asked questions while they're reading, and then the book will adapt, morph, change, and personalize to each student. And then teachers, guess what? You get data. You're going to know who read, who didn't read, how long they read, what they get, what they got, what they don't get as a class, down to a singular student. And then we'll finish with creating a quiz or a test, print or digital, just awesome stuff together. So that's the agenda for today. Excellent. So let me pop into, I've logged into our demo account for STEM. I can pop back and forth into the humanities account as well. But we're going to start here with STEM. You'll notice here's astronomy, here's statistics, here's marine science, AP chemistry is here. Someone said life sciences. We have a really awesome environmental science book, zoology, anatomy and physiology. Here's AP biology, here's pre-calculus. So a lot of really fun stuff here. I'm going to start here with AP chemistry because it's at the top of the page and kind of walk us around here. And then I'll pop in and out of some other classes. Teachers, guess what? All of our courses look, work, act, function, and operate the same. So although I'm going to be in AP chemistry right now, if you're in your class, it will look, work, act, operate just like that. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I think it's probably a little tiny. I'm going to click the book cover here and launch the AP chemistry course. Okay, here I am on the course dashboard. Again, doesn't matter which class I'm in because all the dashboards look and work in a similar way. So over here on the left side of the screen are some classroom management things. I'll go through it very quickly because I want to get to the meat and the potatoes, like the heart and the core of the course. So right at the top here is a little class switcher arrow that will allow you to switch from first to second to third class period, depending on how many courses you teach from McGraw Hill. Right here is a dashboard button that will bring you back to this home page. Right here is a course button. What's great about the course button, teachers, is it bookmarks to the current chapter you are teaching. So if you are teaching chapter 5 for the next week, every time you click this course button, it will take you back to chapter 5. Next is the gradebook button. The only thing I usually show teachers in the gradebook, it's the only thing that is kind of vital that you set up, is this gear icon. Do you see this little gear icon? And grading options. Everything else is kind of extra, but grading options is where you're going to give weights and distribute kind of the categories: daily, test, quiz, project, lab, right? And you're going to give those different things weights in your gradebook. So the only thing I really train in the gradebook is this little gear icon and the word grading options, okay? Next is calendar. This is a day, a week, a month view of everything you've assigned to your students. Now, teachers, look at this. You can click on an assignment and you can see it over here and you can edit it. You could go modify it, change it, all of that. But guess what, teachers? I'm going to tell you a secret. I prefer the next button better than the calendar button. So the calendar is a very view, it's a view, but if you click on assignments, watch this, teachers. This is all the same information that's on the calendar, but now you have some power and some authority over this data. So watch this. You can sort by the assignment name. You can sort by the category: daily, test, quiz, lab, project. You can sort by the start date. You can sort by the end date. And then watch this, teachers, the shish kebab, right? So I love a shish kebab. These 3 little dots we call the shish kebab menu. And I click it and look at what it does. It opens up a series of extra options for me that I can do with this assignment. So I can edit this assignment. I can view the scores of this assignment. I can copy it to my other class periods. I can share it with Google, or I can delete it. Or I can delete it. So what's great about this assignment menu, teachers, is that it's all the same information from the calendar. You just have some power and authority to sort it in a way that works for you in your classroom. Again, just clicking right here on the top, it sorts by category, start date, end date, and again, the 3-dot menu, the shish kebab menu, to do some of those extra things. Next is your roster. This is where you're going to add students. So I will say to you in training, I'm in a demo account. Got a little frog in my throat. I'm in a demo account, so I don't see it. But in your account, you would see a class code right here that you could hand your kids and they could create their own account and they would drop into your account. Because I'm in a demo, because of like student data and kind of privacy, I don't have a class code here. But to add students to your account, you're going to go to this, you're going to give this class code to your kids. And when they go there, they're going to get the content dropped into their account. Next is reports. This is how students have done with tests, quizzes, projects, SmartBook, all of that. And y'all, it is color coded. So what's great about this is these kids are your rock stars. These kids are super, they get it. But look at these kids down here, this orange and this red, that tells you that they need a little extra help and a little extra support. Really awesome data-driven instruction that's really powerful. Next is your assessment engine. This is where we're going to create all your tests, your quizzes. You could create homework here. Really great stuff. My tools is a button you'll never use. I've been here 10 years and I've never used it, so I'm guessing that you would never use it either. So I'm going to click here and go back to the dashboard. So now I'm in my home base and I went quickly through that blue left menu bar. Okay, so we're going to pop over here to the right side of the screen to these colorful tiles on the right. I'm going to do a little bit of explaining. Okay, so we added during COVID, we added virtual labs to supplant or be like a bonus, kind of an addition to your in-person labs. So you have in-person labs for both bio and chemistry, but we wanted to add virtual labs at a time that we were social distancing, and we've just left them because they've been so popular. So this is a virtual lab correlation. This tells you every virtual lab that is loaded within the program. And that means every reagent, every Bunsen burner, every chemical, every pipette, every beaker, every Bunsen burner. It is all on the screen for the kids to interact with. Really powerful resource. This is a document that shows you how to assign a virtual lab. Click here, click here, click here, click here. And look, it's just, I think it's like 6 clicks, right? Yeah, it's 6 clicks. Super easy, super fun. Kids love them. So if you're looking to align your course with the AP framework that's required by the AP College Board framework, right here is the AP correlation. Teachers, this is a document you can download. You see there's a download arrow right here. And now this is a long document. So we even put some hot links in here so that we tie directly to each unit. If you click right here, boom, it jumps right to the essential knowledge, the learning objective, and the pages in the book where that objective is taught. Next, this is going to be your favorite button. Okay, this is the best button, so I'll slow down and talk slowly, is the purple chain link digital teacher support. So I'm going to click on this and look at what this is, teachers. This is a single page where me personally, have aggregated all the information you would ever need to know how to assign something within our program. So you'll notice here that there is teacher-student navigation, SmartBook, assignments, test quizzes and assessments, grading, gradebook reports, Google Translate. You can translate the book into over 200 languages, and some learning management system support. Couple things that I like to show is under grading, gradebook, and reports. Here's a report document. Teachers, when you want to know how the kids have done and see the data on your screen, this is the document you'll go for. The next thing I show is under test, quiz, and assessment. You're going to use our test questions and our banks to craft your own exam, but there is a document here called Creating Your Own Question Types. And guess what? There are 18 different styles of question you can create. Your teachers, there are 11 tech-enhanced questions, and what I mean by that is drag, drop, image labeling, putting things in the right order, bucketing, grabbing things and putting them into categories. Really powerful digital resources, and that document will show you how to do that. Next, I want to show you, finally, last but not least, is this top left pink tile. So do you see this top left pink tile? I'm going to click it. Guess what, teachers? This is my full, like 90-minute to 2-hour training broken out into 3 to 5 minute long, 3 to 7 minute, let me be honest, 3 to 7 minute long bite-sized videos. So right now we're doing dashboard navigation. Next, we're going to do ebook. Next, we're going to do chapter deep dive. And guess what, teachers? These are bite-sized. So like SmartBook, I love SmartBook, right? Right here, here's 2 videos. What is SmartBook? And then here's a button, how to assign SmartBook. So that adaptive, personalized, individualized reading experience in about 14 minutes, you will be a worldwide expert. Okay, so really, really helpful piece. That top left pink tile is a replication of my in-person 90-minute to 2-hour training, but in little bite-sized chunks. Okay, next is the full teacher manual. So do you see this document right here? This replicates the print teacher manual that you can have in your hands, but this is the full teacher manual all in one single document. Okay, and do you see, look at overview, pacing guides, key concepts, math skills and suggested problems, suggested activities, language strategies to help your kids that are struggling with English, answers to questions to the student edition. Really powerful resource here. But like I said, it's also available fully in print. Here's a couple extra items that are specific to AP Chemistry. And then here is the CED, the College Course Exam and Description Guide that ties directly to the College Board. So you know how many questions, how long is that section, how much of a percentage is covered on the test in that section. So really powerful stuff, okay? So every course is gonna, look, I'm gonna back out a little bit, just so you can see that all courses kind of look, work, and feel the same. Here's our AP Biology. I'm going to click on it, and you'll notice left blue menu bar, the same. You'll notice these colorful tiles over here on the right, the correlation, the CED, virtual lab correlations, that purple chain link digital teacher support, and that teacher manual is right there. So now let's go look at the ebook together, teachers. So I'm going to click right here on the ebook. I'm going to show you how to navigate in the ebook. Now, remember, teachers, purple chain link digital teacher support, top left pink tile. There's a whole tile just on the ebook. And there's two videos in there. There's one for you and there's one to play for your kids. So there's a video that I say, hey, kids, welcome students. And I walk them through how to explore their ebook. So watch here, teachers. I'm going to show you how to navigate this ebook. So we're going to go forward pages here with this blue arrow. We're going to go backwards pages here with this blue arrow. That allows you to move forwards and backwards in a small, discrete amount of pages. But if you want to jump far in the book, because the arrows aren't enough pages for you, you can click this little hamburger menu. Do you see this, teachers? There's 3 lines. You open that up and look at what just opened up. The entire book. Now look at this. Boom. Beginning of chapter 2. So forward pages, backwards pages. Hamburger allows you to jump far in the book. Let's go to chapter 4. There we go. Now, Thomas, I want to jump to an exact page in the book that replicates the print book. You can click on this magnifying glass. It loads the whole book. So it's going to take it a second. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi right now. If you type in this bar, PAGE, the actual word page, and then the page you want to jump to, it will open up a button and it allows you to jump directly to that page in the digital book that replicates the print book. Okay, so forward pages, backwards pages, hamburger menu allows you to jump, magnifying glass allows you to jump to the exact print page. So now I want to show you some resources the kids have that they can use within their ebook. So watch this. Highlight text. It jumped to page 185. Here we go. So you highlight text here and a wizard opens up. Do you see this? A little toolbar opens up that allows me to highlight. If I want to look at this right here, I want to talk to my teacher about this. So I'm going to add a little sticky note right here. So there's highlight, underline, put a box, a circle, put a pin in the map, or I could add a note, talk to teacher, talk to teacher. Okay, and you'll see that it does little red dotted lines under there. And watch this, teachers. This is a powerful tool. The kids can now download and print their notes. They can download and print their highlights. Okay, and teachers, I want you to notice, it doesn't matter what book we're in right now. I happen to be in biology, but if you're in a math book, you're in a science book, you're in a humanities book, you're in an English book, they all look, work, act, and operate just like this. So I'm going to click the hamburger again here at the top left. And do you see right here, teachers? And this is the number one thing teachers miss is this right here. I was on a training yesterday with a group of teachers, AP teachers, and they're like, how did you do that again? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to download my highlights or download my notes. So teachers, I'm going to click the hamburger and right here across the top. So I'm going to download my notes. I'm going to click the word notes. I'm going to click the shish kebab menu and I'm going to export my notes. Download, and here we go. Let's look at that. Look at, teachers, this is what I highlighted and this is the note that I just took. I can print that out and come to my teacher and say, hey, I have a question, right? So really powerful resource. Now you'll notice there's other notes here. They're older, so they didn't print, but you can edit the notes. So you can turn on and turn off. So if they want to print unit notes or chapter notes or whole book notes, whatever they want to do. So you look at that. You can highlight text. You can, I want to say this, share computer sound. Watch this, teachers. You can have the text read aloud to them. Okay, so I'm going to highlight some text and I'm going to click the speaker button. And now the
A
text is going to...
stricken father T-Wo does an offspring at most, because he is at the peak of his fighting ability for only a short time.
Okay, it is a digital voice. It's getting better as AI gets better and as the voice gets better, we'll definitely keep swapping out the voice. One thing I want to say, it is really meant for kids who have auditory support issues and need to hear the language to be able to be successful. So awesome. Forward pages, backwards pages, hamburger to jump far in the book, magnifying glass to jump to an exact page, and then all of those tools that you have. Last but not least, I'm going to make this go to full page, and I'm going to show you that you can translate the book into over 200 languages. When I get to a page that has a lot of text on it, I'm going to click here. I have the Google Translate plugin on my computer, on this browser. and I'm going to pick a language. Look, I'm going to pick Arabic, right? That would be good for today. And look at it instantly translates. Okay, do you see as I'm scrolling? It's kind of like keeping up. It instantly translates. And another thing I love about Google Translate is watch this. I'm going to pull it up again. You can swap back and forth between English and your native tongue, and it allows kids to make connections between the English and the language of their choice. And I picked Arabic today because of the call we're on, but it can translate into over 200 different languages. Really powerful to see that. I usually do Chinese because it also looks incredibly, it's quick and fascinating as well. So that is great for kids who perhaps English is not their first language, really powerful resource. So let me exit out of there. That moment has arrived, teachers, where we are ready to go inside of a single chapter's resources. I'm going to do it because someone said they taught life science. So I'm going to, well, I feel like it's an AP, so I should stay AP, but this environmental science book is really good. I'm going to go back into AP chemistry and I'm going to go into a single chapter's resources. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click the word browse this course and a full page wizard opens up, right? I want to point out something. We're not going to hang out there a long time today because of our limited time, but here is AP exam prep. Do you see this? So there are full practice exams, both printable and online, right here. Okay, I'm going to click it so you can see it. These are full practice exams, both online and printable. And now with the tests being given online, the blue book, that method, teachers have been loving this online practice exam. There are 4 of them here. There are 4 printable ones with the answer keys as well. So right here is the answer keys to the printable exams up above. So if you want to give it in person for a real world kind of paper pencil experience. And then the next thing you should see, so I showed you the practice exams, is unit reviews. So now the College Board is doing those units. And so now when you're done with a unit, you can assign the unit review for them just to refresh, trying to gather all their brain power together and kind of cover what you discussed in that unit. So we're not going to hang out in test prep land today, but I wanted you to see that we have robust, powerful test prep. Now, for my teachers that teach different courses, AP Physics, AP Calc I saw, I'm going to show you at the end, we now have 21 different AP test prep resources, and I'm going to show off and showcase that in the last few minutes of today's training. So we're going to go to AP Core right here. I'm going to click AP Core, and then teachers, look at this. We're going to go into a single chapter. Guess what, teachers? I'll say it again. All of our chapters look, work, act, function, and operate the same. So I'm going to go into chapter 5 by clicking the name, or you can click the word open, and I'm going to go into this chapter. Now, before I go into the chapter, I love to point out this little menu bar over here. It allows you to know where you are geographically within the program. So you can jump back chapters, or you can jump forward chapters right from here, right from here. But let's go through this chapter together. So right at the top of the page, there's a little arrow here that opens up a series of tabbed folders that teach you or help you to teach this chapter about gases. Overview, pacing, teaching the chapter, benchmarks tied to the latest College Board frameworks, and next, suggested assignments. And teachers, if we list an assignment here, we have given it to you. So we've given you that activity. So that's under lesson info. Next is student resources, ebook and smartbook, ebook and smartbook. You can assign the ebook from right here by clicking the quick assign button. It opens up, I love the word wizard so much. It opens up a full page wizard where you can actually put some parameters on this. We're going to start reading today. We're going to finish Saturday. It's going to be worth 100 points. You can give it to one kid, some kids, all kids. You can add extensions for individual kids if they were absent or have some sort of reasoning. You can write read 5.1 through 5.3 quiz tomorrow under the instructions, and then graded, visible. If you had other class periods, they'd be there. and we click assign. So now that is on your kid's dashboard. It's on their calendar. It's very visible to them that you have made an assignment around that chapter. Now, SmartBook we'll talk about in a minute, so I don't want to mess around with that. I would not assign SmartBook right here because I want you to craft and create your own SmartBook from scratch. Next is chapter assignments. So teachers, guess what? Doesn't matter which course. Dark purple means PowerPoint. You can download it right here, and this is a chapter PowerPoint to help you teach this chapter. You download it here. It becomes a real PowerPoint on your computer. You can modify, change, edit, change the font, change the hide images, add images, all of that. Then here are your test banks, teachers. So I want to show you, these are garages or storage units that we give you to store your test questions, but you're going to craft and create your own exam from scratch using these banks. But I have to show you something, y'all. This is so cool. Get ready. So these are interactive questions. So I'm going to click on them. Teachers, you can click on any tile, anywhere, anytime if you want to go look at them. So watch this. These are these interactive questions. There's 12 of them in this chapter. Some have more, some have less. So look at what this is. This is tactile, kinesthetic, having them move or be active or think about something in a different way. It isn't quite true, false, or multiple choice or fill in the blank. So see, this has some word choices, like some different, oops, let me open that up. It allows them to do some kind of interacting with this question. Next, let's see what this question is. Yeah, so this is a kind of a similar, different idea, but along the same lines. So these are just fun, kind of using a different part of their brain. And you can craft these into your own homework assignment. So interactive question banks, I just think are super fascinating. Look at this. Okay, y'all, I did not teach AP chemistry, so please do not judge. Okay, but look at this. They actually have to drag and answer in this way. And these grade, y'all, these auto grade and will feed into your grade book. So those are really, really fun. I do point out one thing for all AP teachers. If you're looking at test banks, if the word AP is not in the name of the bank, it will not be AP style or AP rigor. So do you see this is AP style, AP rigor because it says AP. These are true, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank from the college division or higher ed division. These interactive ones, although they're awesome, they may not be AP style or AP rigor, but this is again, AP style, AP rigor. Then there's 3 to 5 minute long videos, 3 to 5 minute long videos with 3 to 5 questions to check for understanding. Now, one thing I say to teachers about these videos is instead of assigning them, why don't you pull them up on the screen? So if you click a tile, teachers, it will open up this video. You can play it for full class instruction, and you can have a discussion about this video with the entire class. So you see it opens up. You can play it
Consider
here.
a gas-filled container that has a heated piston. It is exposed to an atmosphere.
Awesome. So those are 3 to 5 questions. There's also questions at the bottom of the video there so that you can kind of quiz if the kids kind of understood what was going on there. Here's some lab activities. You see you can download it, print it, hand it out so they can do an actual lab in class. Here at the very bottom of the screen is an AP teacher manual for just this chapter. So do you remember on the dashboard, it was a really long document? If you wanted to download just a little bite-sized version, that's what this is. Here's an instructor solution manual. Here's every map, graph, image, chart directly from the book. And then at the bottom, teachers, I love this. If you have been teaching AP Chemistry or AP World or AP Economics or any of these courses, and you want to upload a document or an activity or a video that you have taught forever, you can upload it here and push it out to your kids digitally. So do not reinvent yourself. Do not throw out things that you've been doing for years and years and years. You can upload it here and push it out to the kids digitally. So that is kind of a chapter deep dive. I did chapter 5. I always love to kind of dip into another chapter. So you see it's exactly the same. Series of tabbed folders, ebook and smartbook, chapter assignments. Here's the PowerPoint, the test banks, the videos, the labs. Oh, This one has some specific AP class activities that tie directly to the College Board. So an inquiry activity that ties to this chapter, the gas chapter did not have those or need those for that specific reason. And here's the teacher manual for just chapter 12. Here's the instructor solution manual, and here's the illustrated art. I'm looking at my time. I'm going to zoom, 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 zoom. So I'm going to, and this goes against my heart, but I'm going to say it to you. I'm not going to go into SmartBook because it's so sophisticated and so amazing that I feel like it needs your brain to focus on it. I'm going to go to test creation, looking at the time, but I will remind you, teachers, teacher, digital support tile, top left pink tile. You must, I require it, go into the SmartBook button. The SmartBook, what is it? It's going to walk you through and show you the power of SmartBook, what it is, how it highlights, how it does formative assessment, how it adapts, morphs, changes, and scaffolds to support each individual student's needs. And then here's how to assign it. Okay, so you've got to go watch these two videos. It will literally make your brain explode. It is so flippin' cool. So I want to focus now on creating a test because I know that's where we all kind of are in our brains. We want to be able to create really sophisticated college level rigorous exams. So I'm going to go back out here to AP Bio. Right here, I'm going to click it. And we're going to create an assessment together. So watch this, teachers. We're going to click the word assessment. We're going to click the word assessment. And now you have access to all of our different types of question banks and all of our different tests. So teachers, literally, if you wanted, you could, if you wanted, click the word chapter test. You could go here to the shish kebab and you could assign it. Done, right? Or you could print it. And when you do a print for us, y'all, you could print up to 5 versions with 5 answer keys. So if there's cheating or you're worried or any of that in the classroom, you can actually do 5 different versions where it scrambles all the questions. And there's 5 different versions. You have 5 different answer keys. Awesome. But most teachers are like, Thomas, I don't want to use your tests. I want to do my own version, my way, which is totally understandable. So watch this. We're going to create a test together. I'm going to do a couple of them. I'm going to do them quite quickly, but you will see kind of the power and the ability and the authority that you have using kind of the test building engine. So a test is an assessment. I'm going to click assessment. I'm going to click new assessment. I'm going to click AP Bio print test. Okay. I'm going to do create assessment there. And now, teachers, you are going to create a test from our questions. So you're going to add question from existing. You hear that? From existing. And now, teachers, you're going to add from assessments. Okay, so you're going to dip into our tests and craft your own. So we're going to select, okay, and here are all the different types of question banks. Okay, we're going to go into chapter tests. And now we're going to go into chapter 5, that gases chapter. And now, teachers, look at what just loaded. All the different styles of question are loaded all in one place. So you'll see multiple choice, short answer, multiple choice, and then here at the bottom are those FRQs, okay, those free response questions. So watch this. Thomas, how do I navigate this? You could click here and just add, but you haven't seen the questions. You could hover above and it will read the question. It will show you the question. But watch this. This is what you really want to do, teachers, is you want to click preview all. And now one question at a time, it will show you the question and you can add it. And then the next question comes up. If you like this one, you can add it. If you don't like the question, you can click forward. If you like this question, you can add it. Okay, and so that's the idea. Add question or click forward. Those are the kind of ideas that we want to do. If you want to dip into a different chapter, you can. You see this? So I'm going to dip into chapter 6, and I'm going to preview all. Now let's go see those FRQs. So I'm going to kind of pop to the end here, pop to the end of these questions here. So these are those FRQs. Living organisms evolved in a world where they blah, blah, blah. Great, I love it. So I click add. I go to the next question. Man, I love this question. Describe, design. I click add. So now I've added a few questions from this test bank, a few from that test bank. And now teachers, if you click back, look at what happens. It loads your test all in one place. This is your test. And do you see the College Board framework here? This is how we're going to run that data and run those reports because they are tied directly to the College Board framework. Now, Thomas, I liked your questions. They were good, but I want to add my own question. Okay, let's add a question, create new. Okay, so we added a few questions from our banks, and now I'm going to add an essay question. And now teachers don't get mad at me, but I'm in bio right now, so I have to do this. Why is AP Bio the best? I always do that, whatever course I'm in. I'm going to change it to just 100 words, and I'm going to scroll to the bottom and click Save. And now, teachers, I've added a few from Chapter 5, a few questions from Chapter 6. I added that FRQ, and then you'll notice at the bottom, here is why is AP Bio the best? So now I want to print this test, Thomas, or I want to assign this test, Thomas. What do? You click the word assessments, and now here, teachers, under my assessments, there is your test. Let's see, boop, 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 boop. These are all folders, by the way. These are all folders. The test that I just did is right here. So it's under all of these folders. So there's that print test. And look at, again, shish kebab. Shish kebab is your friend. So you can student preview it like it looks on your kid's digital screen. You can edit it. You can go into that test and modify it. You can move it to one of these folders over here. You can copy it to create a duplicate of it so you can modify and change and create a accessible version to any kids of yours that might be struggling. You can assign it digitally. You can print it up to 5 copies, 5 versions with 5 answer keys. You can send a copy to any of your friends at your school that teach the same course. You can export the metadata or you can delete. Okay, so I did that all very fast. I want to go create another test together right in front of you. So we're going to do assessment. We're going to do new assessment. We're going to do AP Bio Test 2. And I'm going to do create. And now remember, you're going to add questions from existing. Okay, you're going to add from assessments. You are going to select, let's do interactive. Boom. And now, let's see. Yep, now here we go. Let's go to chapter 10. And I just picked a random chapter. Now it's going to load all of those questions. And again, preview all. Y'all, these are great for homework, right? Look at this, drag and drop, where they're going to have to like engage in this way. Super fun. I love this question. I'm going to click add. The next question, let's see. Ooh, this is a good question. I'm going to click add. The next question, man, you know what? I don't like this question. It actually does look pretty cool. I'm going to click forward. And this question, this curve represents species. Okay, great. I click add. I love that. So I've added 3 or 4 questions from that chapter 10 interactive question banks. You'll see this little blue box has shown you that you've chosen those questions. And then again, I'm going to go back. And then what is it going to be? There, it's going to show me my interactive homework all in one place. You could add a question. Remember, add question, create new if you wanted to. But now let's assign this digitally. So I'm going to click assessments. And now my assessments, I'm going to show you this. It is under all the folders. So these are all folders first. AP Bio Test 2 and Shish Kebab assign. Now let me go, I didn't do it, but I'm going to go into this first one that we did, and I'm going to show you the printing. Oops, let me go back out to assessments. Pardon, thank you for your digital grace. I'm going to go into this print test, Shish Kebab print. I didn't do it the first time. 12-point font, Proxima Nova. I like Arial as my favorite font. Right on lines for essay questions, A, B, C, D for multiple choice. Randomized forms, that means 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of the test, and then the answer key will just have the answers. Hey, chemistry teachers, I learned something. You actually need to use Times New Roman because of formulas. They need those serifs so that L's and I's and ones and all of that don't look the same. So Times New Roman is your friend for a chemistry teacher. We generate PDF, and in about 2 to 4 minutes, under my downloads right here, your test will be there. Your test, you see it's in progress. Your test will be there and your answer keys will be there. So that takes about 2 minutes. While that is doing its thing, I want to pop over here real quick into an incognito window and show you our 21 different AP test prep courses with 5 steps to a 5. So I'm going to go here to my dot, mheducation.com. I'm going to go to 5 let's see, I need to 5 steps right here. Look at this, teachers. So we are so proud to, so we don't have every course for full course instruction, but we have almost all of them for AP test prep. So do you see bio, calc, AB, BC, chemistry, computer science A, computer science principles, English language, English language and lit, environmental science, AP human, AP macro, micro, physics, physics C, AP statistics, AP government, AP US, and AP world. Okay, so I believe someone said that they taught AP calculus. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, guess what? It looks, works, feels, acts, operates the same as everything I've been showing you today, right? So there's no difference. There's a left blue menu bar. There's colorful tiles on the right, teacher support, CED. There's flashcards. There's a teacher manual. Ooh, 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 teachers, get ready. Get ready. There's 180 days of 5-minute bell ringers that scaffold in difficulty towards test day. So do you see right here? We call this 5 minutes to a 5 instead of 5 steps to a 5. And look at what this is. These are little bite-sized 5-minute little starting of class assignments that allow your kids, look at this, to kind of dip into prior knowledge. But look at here. I'm going to jump in. They get more difficult as we go on. These are little 5-minute bell ringers that scaffold in difficulty towards test day. So this is 111, and we're trying to dip into AP rigor, AP, all of that. The one thing, so browse this course, kind of looks and works the same. You can pick a chapter. Awesome. I want to show you this. This is a game changer. Under assessments, we have a diagnostic test. Do you see this? Diagnostic test. So at the very beginning of the school year, you should be assigning this so you can see knowledge gaps and issues that kids are having right at the start of the year. Right at the start of the year. So again, 5 steps to a 5, AP test prep, #1 AP test prep in the world. It will work digitally. We also have it in print. You could do print and digital. You could do only print. You could do only digital, whatever you prefer. And like I said, we have 21 different courses there. Really kind of awesome resource. So I want to pop back. I've given this enough time, I think. Yep, there's my test right there. I'm going to download it. And remember, I did 3 copies with 3 answer keys. So I'm going to open this up and open, open, open. It's a zip folder. There are 3 tests and 3 answer keys. So I'm going to do the test. So here it is. Beautiful. I did New Times Roman, so it has those serifs so you can do the formulas right. So there's test 1. And then you'll notice here's the answer key. And remember, I said just the answers. I just want the answers. So it does just the answers on there. Awesome. So I'm looking at the time. We have just a few minutes here to end. Sharish has been probably looking at the chat. I kind of cruised really, really fast for you. I want to see if there's any questions or thoughts, concerns. Yeah. So pre-calculus, we have on-level pre-calculus. So if you saw here, it is not in our full course resource. It is on level pre-calculus. When I say on level, it is meant for a 3rd or 4th year course. It is right here, pre-calculus, but we have not aligned this course to the AP standards. So it is a high school 3rd and 4th year pre-calculus course. But you remember over there on that 5 steps, boom, we have Oh, you know what? AP pre-calculus. Did you ask pre-calculus? We are loading the AP pre-calculus very, very soon. Okay, the AP pre-calculus digital is coming here very soon. Cross your fingers any minute now. We're going to have the digital for it. We have a print manual, but the digital is coming in, I think, like the next 2 weeks. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, so for the demo, Sharish, she just put in the email address to email. They will send you demo login information, right? So they'll send you the website, the username, and the password to be able to access all of those resources that I just showed off and showcased today. Make sure it's school.intl@mheducation.com, and your local sales rep will reach out to you and make sure that you get access to all the resources. Let's see. Anybody else? Questions, thoughts, positive affirmations? I went really, really fast. This training that I did today can be 2 to 3 hours. If I slow down and go really deep into things and give you homework and little activities and projects and all that. So 1 hour, your brains must be so full. I hope it doesn't hurt. But again, like I said, we're so proud to showcase and show off these wonderful resources to save you time, make the kids super smart, make them really successful on that AP exam. Awesome. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Sharice, thank you so being so kind. Any questions or thoughts?
Sorry, I interrupted you there. I
Yeah,
think
no,
that was
come on
really
in.
great. And there is a lot to cover for AP. So you've managed
Yeah.
that really well and telling us all the resources and where what is. I'm sure this is super helpful for the teacher. And thank you so much for your time as well.
Yeah, I loved showing this off. And please reach out to that email that Sharish put in. She can put it in again. They will give you the website, the username, and the password. Um,
Yes.
teachers, I'm mission driven, right? I have the same goal that you have, that we want the kids to be successful on these exams. I was a teacher for 10 years, helping these kids rock it out on those exams is my favorite thing to do and to talk about and share. I hope that my joy comes across through a Zoom, through across the world, because I really truly love my job and I love talking to teachers. It's the best part of my job. It's the best part of my job. Thank you so much for all you do. Okay,
Thank
friends,
you. And if you have any
I'll stay
questions,
on.
last minute
I will stay
thoughts,
on
let us
for,
know.
yeah,
Yes.
I'll stay
Yes,
on for
Thomas is
questions.
right
We have a few
here.
minutes. Yeah. Um,
Um,
awesome. Arthur wants the recorded video. Um, awesome. It went so fast. I'm so glad that you thought it was helpful. I hope that your heads are not spinning. Um, but again, thank you, thank you. I will stay on for the full hour. Like if there's any specific questions, someone needs me to re-show you something, go back in and explore something. I'd be glad to show
Guys,
that
this is your
off.
chance. This is your last and final call. If you have any questions.
No, no worries. We got this. We got this together. Thank you so much, friends.
Well, looks like we've covered everything and we're all good.
Yeah, people are so kind. You're welcome anytime, friends. Mohammed, Shanice, thank you, friends, for joining. Suzanne, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Reach out to your local representative and they will be able to share the demo access. And we're grateful to join in this relationship with you. Um, I always say this, teachers, we're a 136-year-old company, and you don't get to be 136 years old by staying stuck or not evolving or changing or growing with the needs of your kids and of your teachers. And so I know that we have shifted and changed as these courses have evolved and become more rigorous and fantastic. So please partner with us. And thank you for all you do every day. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. But
Thank you so
y'all,
much. And thank you,
yeah,
Thomas, for being here and taking the time out. Honestly, that it means so much for us, for everybody here. I can say that for them.
yeah. Anytime. Please invite me anytime. I also would love to fly over to your part of the world.
Yes, yes,
I
definitely.
did Egypt and Jordan and loved it so much, and now I need to come to Dubai
Dubai,
and
yes.
UAE. I need to come and be with all of you in person. Thank you so much.
Well, I guess
Thank
that
you.
brings us towards the end of the session now. I just want
Yeah.
to thank everybody for joining us. And if you have colleagues who are teaching with other McGraw Hill programs, we do still have webinars running in, so let us know. Rita says we want to get help from you further. Yes, sure. Let us
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I dropped the
Yeah.
email there. If you need any help from me, Thomas, drop us an email, and we're more than happy to support teachers during this busy back to school period. And with that, it's Thursday evening now for you. Those of you in UAE, Qatar, Bahrain are off now. Your weekend is starting.
Happy
So
weekend.
have an amazing weekend. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. And thank you, Thomas, as well.
Yeah. Thank you, friends. I'm grateful
Bye.
for you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
I will come to Nigeria. Absolutely. Bye, Jessica. Thank you, friends. Bye,
Thanks.
friends.